distinguished delegates, I would now like to invite the distinguished permanent representative of the Syrian Arab Republic, His Excellency Mr. Bashar Jafari, Rapporteur of the Special Committee on the Situation with regard to the implementation of the Declaration on the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and Peoples, to introduce the report of the Special Committee as contained in document A/73/23. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson, distinguished colleague, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, allow me to congratulate you on your election as chair of the fourth committee of the 73rd session of the General Assembly. I also extend my congratulations to the other members of the Bureau and wish you all a productive session. Mr. Chairperson, distinguished delegates, as rapporteur of the Special Committee on Decolonization, aka the C24, I have the honor to introduce the C24th report on its work during its 2018 session, A/73/23. The report comprises 13 chapters and 2 annexes. This year's report follows the structure of the recent annual reports of the C24 since 2013. Hence, I shall be brief. Chapter 1 provides a general account of the work of the C24 in its 2018 session and includes future program of work and activities envisaged for 2019. Chapter 2 to Chapter 7 focus on the following specific themes: Third International Decade for the Eradication of Colonialism, which ends in 2020, dissemination of information on decolonization, question of sending visiting and special missions to territories, information from non-self-governing territories transmitted under Article 73E of the United Nations Charter, economic and other activities which affect the interests of the peoples of the non-self-governing territories, and lastly, implementation of the Declaration on the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and Peoples by the specialized agencies and international institutions associated with the United Nations. Chapter 8 through Chapter 12 covers the C24th consideration of the questions of 17 non-self-governing territories, namely American Samoa, Anguilla, Bermuda, the British Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands, Falkland Islands or the Malvinas, French Polynesia, Gibraltar, Guam, Montserrat, New Caledonia, Pitcairn, St. Helena, Tokelau, the Turks and Caicos Islands, the United States Virgin Islands, and Western Sahara. The final chapter, 13, contains 19 draft resolutions the C24 adopted as the recommendations to the fourth committee for the latter's consideration and action. Mr. Chairperson, distinguished delegates, I would like to underscore that during the year 2018, the C24 continued to discharge its responsibilities and considered developments in the 17 non-self-governing territories and Puerto Rico, in accordance with the United Nations Charter and relevant resolutions. At the Pacific Regional Seminar held in St. George, Grenada, in May, the C24 focused on the Sustainable Development Goals and social, economic, and environmental challenges in the non-self-governing territories. In June session, following careful consideration of the agenda before the C24, all resolutions and decisions were adopted by consensus, the C24 modus operandi. Therefore, it is a great honor for me to hereby present to the Fourth Committee the recommendations contained in the Committee's 2018 report. It is my hope that members of the Fourth Committee will consider those recommendations favorably. With the 17 non-self-governing territories remaining on the United Nations list, decolonization is not a thing of the past. New Caledonia is a case in point. In less than a month from today, on the 4th of November, New Caledonia will conduct a referendum on self-determination pursuant to Noumea Accord of 1998. People in New Caledonia will decide whether New Caledonia should assume full sovereignty and become independent. In March, the C24 dispatched its visiting mission to New Caledonia to assess at first hand the implementation of Noumea Accord, including the preparation for this upcoming referendum. The report of the C24 reminds us of the need to sustain the decolonization efforts in New Caledonia, and the same applies to all other territories under consideration. Advancing the decolonization agenda is our collective responsibility. Let us reaffirm our commitment to the cause of decolonization. I thank you, Mr. Chairperson.